ladies.
You just listen to the old Pork Chop Express here now and take his advice on a dark and stormy night when the lightning's crashing and the thunder's rolling and the rain.
Wow. So I've been calling out everybody's names, Chris Persia, talk hard with Pops, light the fires for Joker voice, Psychodorf 9, the Madman, Mark Dampingly Tired, yada, yada, yada. And guess what? I wasn't in the stream. I wasn't in the stream. So it was a quiet intro on that day when Loki forgot to put himself in the stream. Congratulations, Loki. I Arwined it. God help me. Oh my God. No, I wasn't in the stream. I hadn't added myself to the stream. Psychodorf 9. So the mic was on. The mic was live. I even checked to make sure the mic was live because I've done that before. No, I wasn't in the stream. So, yay me. Loki did it or didn't do it. The Madman, a Dega Outlaw. I was calling everybody out. The lovely Sherry, the lady Arwen Avalon. Oh, Mary Ellen Newworth. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. And it's all, yeah. So what a morning boomer that was. Daryl the Derelict Greetings program. Jester of Sin. I got you, brother. A Jester of Sin. I said the Decepticons, cave of villains. And we're all just a bunch of villains around here. That's what I said. And nobody heard me because I hadn't added myself to the stream. So, yay. Talk hard with Pops. The Madman, Mark Dampingly Tired. The Great Wrench of the North, Chris Persia. Snortopoogus Cuber, my favorite polar bear on YouTube. Mad's Mama Bear. Yeah. So, good morning, Mads. I called you out too. I try and call everybody out, as many people as I can in the morning. So, and yeah, just didn't happen. So, yeah. So we're gonna be here, and instead of talking about how boomered, how much I boomered this morning, we're here to talk about simps and scams and how not to get taken advantage of, how to see the signs before something happens. There is a picture I'm going to share with you guys because Snowdub had this wonderful stream on Sunday. He had this great stream. And I brought up this thing that I'd heard about, and I had to go digging. I had to do some detective work, which we sometimes have to do in this business. So let me get this pulled up. I am going to show you a picture. You have to see this to believe this. There's no other way to describe this. So, this is an OnlyFans chick. This is a chick that is on OnlyFans. And this is the dumbass that gave her $10,000. This was on March 13th. I believe it was last year. Might have been this year. I don't know. He paid for her to fly to him. This is on top of the 10K that he gave her. He paid for her flight to come and see him. He paid for her hotel room to come and see him. He got to take a picture with her. He got a hug. This was all chaperoned. So at no point in time were the two of them together alone. Okay? $10,000 for a hug and a chaperoned date. That is all he got, is one day, chaperoned, date, and a hug. And he got to take a picture. Yay him. Then, the very next month, she takes that 10K and goes with her fiance, this guy right here, this guy on the right here, goes with her fiance on a European vacation. There's more. There obviously is more to this than just this. But just this, ladies and gentlemen, just this. Just when you're looking at this, just when you're looking at this information, you really have to wonder what in the hell is going on and how someone does this. This isn't a rich kid. This guy's just normal, everyday Joe. He is just the average guy. He gave his life savings. This was his life savings. His fucking life savings to meet this woman, this girl, and spend one day. No funny business. No nook, no nanu, no bumping uglies, no horizontal bop. 10K to spend the day with her to get to go on a chaperoned date and get a picture with her. This is what 10K gets you. Now, I've had friends that have gotten on the I'm going to go to the titty bar thing. They go to the titty bar and they have their little titty bar fun. And the girls always tell them, I don't do this for just everybody. I don't go this far just for everybody. And you gotta think that something's off. Something is not, not all there. And that's right. You know, Snow Dub, simping has become an epidemic. Back in my day, you would go to a strip club and at least you would get a lap dance for $10. Now simps pay for a wink and a wave. You know, I always thought the titty bar thing was it wasn't desperate. It was just like, what's the point? Okay, if you got a group of guys that want to go out, want to go have a good time, and you go to a titty bar, that's fine. I have absolutely no problem with that. It's the guys that go alone and sit there that are like weird. I know Snow knows what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about because I know that you've seen them. They will sit there and they won't say a word and they'll just stare. They'll just sit there and stare. And you're like, dude, why are you here? Why are you here? So $10,000, $10,000. $10,000. I mean, you want to go to a strip club with some buddies and have a couple of beers and have a good time, whatever. I could care less about that. I honestly believe though that this is a whole nother level of it's almost like dom sub simping, but you can't touch, you can't get near. No. I always go with women to the strip clubs. That explains it. I've done that too. When you find a girl that'll go with you to a strip club, you've struck it rich. You've knocked it out of the park. Don't tell girls that. Because they'll be like, oh my God, why? Anyway. It's moved into Twitch thoughts. Yes, you've got this all over the place. And not just Twitch. See, this is the amazing thing, and this is why I wanted to start out with this. It's not just Twitch. It's here. It's here. There are people in the fellowship that will take advantage of you and take your money. They will take advantage of you. They will lie to you, and they will scam you out of your money. I have seen it. I have watched it. It happens. When someone begs for help, when someone says, I'm going to lose everything if I don't get help. I'm going to lose it all if I don't get help. And then they go on vacation 6 months later once they get their money. I've seen it. I know people in the community have seen it. Oh my God, I need help. I need help. I'm going to lose everything. I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose my car. I'm going to lose blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh my God, we've got to do something. We've got to do something about this. And you reach out and you help and you do anything and everything you can. And then they go on vacation. Then they go on vacation. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? Do you know what I do? I never help that person again. I completely cut that person off. I'm like, nope, not going to do it. That's all you can do. You report them. You can report them. If that's your bag, you can report them. That guy's going to have buyer's remorse. You got to think he did. $10K. $10K. What's up, drunk? What's up, Jay? Says Snow Simps for me. What's going on? Good morning, Jay. I didn't know you were up this early. So what do you do? I cut them off. I cut them off. I cut them out. I'm done. I've had it. Nope. If I find out that you're like, oh my God, this person in my life is sick, or oh my God, this is going on with me, and I find out it's fabricated, no, that's it. I won't have anything else to do with you. I'm not gonna put up with that shit. There is no forgive and forget or anything like that. Well, thank you, brother. Thank you. Jay loves snow. So what can you do? You cut him out, and that's it. And this guy spread this around. Spread this around. You know what? I can't imagine that he knew that much about what was going to happen here, but 10K. 10K. What the fuck, dude? I just want to take him to the side and be like, what 10K? Really? To meet her? I could go downtown and get you a chick for less than 10K. Who will spend the weekend with you for less than 10K? So why the hell, why do this? And she's not even that pretty. She's not even that pretty. So why? Why the desperation? Why the desperation to spend 10K to meet this chick? Are you that hard up? Because this, like I said, not a rich guy. The rich guys, they just pay. They'll just pay. They'll be like, okay, bring one here. That's what they'll do. Sagadorf 9 with $5 super chat. Loki, I've been that kind of guy in junior high. Yeah, but this guy isn't in junior high. Okay? You know what? When you're going through shit, when you're an adolescent, I can get shit that happens. I understand it. I get that. I get it. You know, it's junior high. But this guy's an adult. He's not in junior high. 10K. 10K, and don't you dare, Arwen. Don't you dare. McKinney draws with the $10 super chat. Dude, I'm all for making that money, but it's alarming that guys like that, especially that young, have no sense of self-respect. Sorry it has to be so much more to drop 10K on. It's sad and pathetic. How has no one in this guy's life come up to him and been like, what the hell is wrong with you? I thought that's what buddies, that's what your friends, that's what your bros, I thought that's what they were for. If one of my friends was like, I'm going to drop 10, I would have beat the shit out of him. I would have beat the holy hell out of him and been like, no, you're not. No. That's the biggest moronic thing I've ever heard of. And thank you so much, McKinney, for that $10 super chat, brother. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brother. Skull!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Damn straight. Ryan Roger Atheist says, Loki, it goes to show that not everybody can handle freedom well. Case in point, this gentleman. He could have bought a car. So, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, little Loki decided he wanted to do a Star Trek online gaming guild. And little Loki spent about $8,000 over the course of 2 years on Star Trek Online. $8,000. My choice, my money. It's what I did. Doesn't make much sense now, but I had a plan, and yeah, it was stupid. It was stupid. 8K on Star Trek Online. Building the facilities, having stuff for resources for the guild. Yeah. So about $4,000 every 2 years, or every year for 2 years. I could have bought a car. I could have spent that on a cheap sedan. Yeah, it was insane. I got completely carried away, and yeah, it was stupid. I was stupid. This was a long, long time ago. So, it's what I wanted to do. We had a really good group, and I wanted to pump that money into making sure that everybody was able to get cool shit and special equipment, and I wanted us to be the best. So, I did something stupid, and I did that. Loki, what song do you use for your intro? Wouldn't you like to know, Flora from Under a Rock? It's called Shocked by Black Rom. That's what the name of the song is. Shocked, and it's by Black Rom. I invest in things. I invested in this channel. I've spent a lot of money on this channel. When I was talking to a content creator the other day, and they were like, "Well, if I can't get it for free, it needs to be at least this." And I said, "Well, you make so much a month. Why not, invest more?" And it was, no, I want to invest the least amount possible in this, and live off of every cent I make. And I said, okay, all right. I invest in things. I invested in the channel. I invested in the software. I invested in the ability to make intros. I put my money back in where I think it needs to go. I pay for the premium on StreamYards, the more expensive one, because I want 10K. I want the not 10K, but 1080p video. I want the high def video. I want it to look good. I want everything to look good. It's part of it's quality over quantity. It's just what I want. This though, yeah, I'm not getting quality over quantity about that. So there is another picture, and no one is shaming this girl. I'm just going to just so you get a better idea. No one's shaming. Get that out of the way right away before, people start reporting me. This is that girl. This is the same woman that was in the hotel room. This is what he spent 10K on. That is what he spent $10,000 to hug and to go out on a supervised date. Just let that sink in. $10,000. Yes, that is the same woman. Southern Viking, Joker Voice, Chris Persia, Mark Anthony Tired. Yes, that is the same person. She looks like Wendy's dog, Leia Rose. Yeah. So this is what he spent $10,000 on. So you've got people. Here's the deal, and this is why I'm doing this, and this is why I really pushed Snow's Sunday show the other morning. There are men in this community that would pay this thing money and think they are doing her a favor. They are white knighting for her. I am helping her make it another day. When in reality, she is using your money to pay for things for her fiance. Because any guy who would let his woman do this is a real fucking piece of work. Let me tell you, any guy, especially a fiance, that would let his woman spread her legs online for all to see, that takes a special kind of jerk off to do that. Now, you're not going to offend me. She's not worth 10K. That is the point I'm trying to make. Like I said, I'm not shaming anybody. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying that's not worth 10K. That is not worth 10K. There are men in this community that will simp and throw all their money at that. And that's what's sad. That is what's sad. Thinking that they are helping her. They are helping her. You're not paying her. You're paying her fiance. He's not a fiance. He's her pimp. That's right. And there's pictures I can't share. Okay? That little getaway they had, there are pictures of her going down on him that are on her OnlyFans page that, yeah. Yeah. So he's her pimp. This is her pimp. You're paying her pimp. You were paying her pimp. That is what you were doing. McKinney nails it. This is what you're going to throw your money at? Guys, I want to tell you something. There are guys out there that make a boatload. There are guys out there like this guy that paid her that don't make that much, that save their whole life and then drop that money on something like this. That guy saved his whole life. That could have been college money. That could have been down payment on a house. It could have been a new car. Instead, he dropped all of his cash that he had saved, all of his life, on her pimp. On her pimp. That's what you pay for. Now, what happens when someone in your own community says, I'm in trouble, I'm having a hard time? Of course, you're going to be like, you know what? I'll do anything I can to help. That shit happens all the time. Just go look on Twitter. Spend 5 minutes on the fellowship Twitter. Look up fellowship. Go through the Twitter of the fellowship. Spend 5 minutes scrolling up and down. You will find someone that's in some deep shit and needs some help. We have been here. We have done that. We have done charity. We have done live streams to help people. Look at Red River Tattoo. She got her whole shop wiped out. And we did all we could to try and help her and make her life better. That is not the kind of shit I'm talking about. That is not the kind of crap I am talking about. That's the kind of crap you do to help people. They lost everything. It's the shit you find out when, oh, I'm going to lose my house and I put myself in this bad position. Please help. And then you find out they go on vacation. They took the money you helped them get and they go on vacation. What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to report them? Are you supposed to say, you know what? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And the most astounding thing that I have found going over and over and over again, 90% of the time, because there's more to this, there's a woman involved. Even if they're being used by a guy to do it, 90% of the time there's a woman involved. Because if you put a woman front and center and the guy, she needs help, it attracts people's attention. 400K. Now we're going to get into big business. 400K. $400,000 on a GoFundMe. That was a lie. Woman says she had car issues on the side of the road, realized she ran out of gas. Homeless guy walks a mile down the road, spends his last $20 on gas to come and fill up her car. Her and her husband feel so bad that this guy spent his last 20 on them for gas. So they open a GoFundMe that goes viral, and they get $400,000. Guess what? It was all a lie. But you put this woman in this vulnerable position, and you had this guy help her. He white knighted. He came to the rescue. He was her super simp who came to the rescue and gave her gas. Except that's not what happened. But that's the story they pushed. All three of these people are in jail. All three of them are in jail. You have no idea how badly you fuck up when you put out a fundraiser like that and you lied. Wire fraud. You defrauded people of their money, and you did it over a wired transaction. It's called wire fraud. They are all serving more than 1 year in prison. They have to pay back the money they took, along with the $20,000 fine. Why? Because they lied. But they used a woman. And she had her part in it. But this was more the husband, and he admitted it. He said it was my idea. It wasn't hers. And he could have done that to try and get her out of the issues. But they were fighting too. So I highly doubt that that's the case. Because they were fighting and they were arguing about how to use the money, and they went on vacations. They went to Vegas. And you know what? It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter whether you go to Iceland. It doesn't matter whether you go to Vegas. It doesn't matter whether you go to Texas. If you have taken money from people and told them it's for this in donations, and you go and spend it on yourself like it's your own personal fucking piggy bank, that's wire fraud. You go on vacation with money you got from a GoFundMe, that's wire fraud. You can go to jail for that. Doesn't matter what country you're in. Doesn't matter whether you're in the US. Doesn't matter whether you're in Canada. Doesn't matter whether you're in the UK. You can go to jail for it. McKinney draws the $20 super chat. I support artists on Patreon because I love their content. I make super chats because I'm engaged in a conversation. I make super chats because I love and adore the people I watch. That has more value than this situation. Thank you, McKinney. Oftentimes I feel the same way. Whether it's Patreon, whether it is a channel, whether it is a super chat, a membership, whatever it is. And they have been of short supply. I will be honest to you. I feel bad. There are times I feel really bad because people will come in here and drop super chats, and I am saving. I am saving money. I have cut off a lot of different things. I don't do my Xbox Live anymore. I don't do my PlayStation shit. I don't do any of that because I am saving for a wedding next year. Me and Mike pumped out a good amount of money for ValhallaCon. That's the last big thing I can do till I get married next year. That's just the way it is. That is my choice. But there are things I have to save for. So when I can, I can. And when I can't, I can't. And there are times I feel bad that I can't. There are memberships I shut down, and I get it. It's something that I'm doing for the future. It's something I'm planning for the future. But that's just the way it is. Chris Persia with $10 Canadian super chat, laying down the harsh truth this morning. Skull, thank you so much, brother. Thank you and McKinney so very much. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, Mac and Chris. Skull! No. N-O, no. Mexican Iron Man with a $10 super chat.
Orale, my name is the Mexican Iron Man. Please support my GoFundMe to launch my new Iron Thong collection. Proceeds go to the Mexican Plantation Fund designed to promote diversity dating on Hilton Head Island.
No, and no. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. We're not supporting diversity and inclusion dating on Hilton Head Island. Thank you, though, for the super chat, brother. So what can you do? You've got to keep your eyes open and you got to read. Don't just take people's word for it. Read, do your homework. And if you get screwed over, fucking do something about it. Tell the person they're an absolute piece of shit for lying to everyone and doing what they've done. Report them if that's what you want to do. I mean, at least to me, I'm going to be like, fuck you and your GoFundMe and your bullshit for lying to everybody and saying that you needed help when really you wanted money to go on fucking vacation. Screw that. There are people out there that need fucking help. There are people out there who've lost relatives, who are trying to pay for funerals. There are people out there trying to get their lives straight. There are people out there who are really going to lose shit. And you're going to pull this fucking horse shit of I'm going to lie about everything I'm going to lose so I can go on vacation. You selfish fucking narcissistic piece of shit. You selfish narcissistic piece of shit. When there are people out there that really need your help, when there are people out there in the community that are going through tough times, that are hunting their asses to them because they just don't have the money to pay for shit. And you're going to take money out of people's pockets so you can go on fucking vacation. And you're going to lie about it. At least be fucking honest about it. Hey, you know what? I've been working for the last couple of years without a break and I want to go on vacation. Will you pay for it? Fuck that. Screw that. We're not doing that. We're not having that. Just come out. Be a fucking boss and be like, hey, I need vacation money. Who wants to help? I'd have more respect for that than I would, oh my God, I'm about to lose everything. Can you please help? And it'd be a big ass fucking lie. Mark the Anthony Tower with $1.99 super chat. Nothing huge to say. Just keep killing it, Loki. I could not do what I do without my awesome mods out there. Project Storytime. You were the shit. Mark the Infinitely Tired is a madman, and Chris Persia is the wrench of wrenches. Thank you, gentlemen, so very much for being here. Valhalla is a community that sticks together as a family. It's what we try and do. This is how you do this, is community. And it's not just for you. It's not just for the single person. It's not how it works. I've not asked 1 penny from the community to help with ValhallaCon coming up next week. Everything's paid for, out of pocket. Me and Mike have put it together, and it is something we have put together and are doing. There is no, hey, can you guys fund this for us? Nor would we ever ask. I would never, ever. You know what? I don't care if I hadn't had a vacation in fucking 10 years. I wouldn't come to you guys and be like, hey, can you pay for my vacation? Can you pay for my vacation? Machiny with a $5 super chat. But what the hell do I know? We've been having people making bank on advertising as a fake victim, not apologizing for that. He's right. That's right. Anybody know what a Q score is? For those of you who don't know what a Q score is, it just happened the other day that Amber Heard is the most negative person on the female Q score. What that means is that on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 100, she's at the very bottom. She's in negative territory, where someone like Julia Roberts is close to the top. Amber Heard is at the very bottom. And what that means is that means people are less likely to want her to promote for them, for want her to sell their shit, for want her to be in a movie. It's bad. It's very, very bad. Hollywood used to do this Q-score thing where they would, this is what you mean to Hollywood. Okay? So this is where you rank and how important you are. This all determines what movies you get, what jobs you get, what promotions you get to do, all that shit. What commercials you get to be on, all that. And if someone's doing, let's say Life magazine wants to do an article on 2 people, they would go to the Q score as like a tiebreaker. So that would be their tiebreaker, was the Q score. I'm sorry, but there are people that will do anything and everything to take advantage of you. They will lie to you. They will steal from you. They will cheat you. They will bullshit you. They will use numbers like a defense that they haven't done anything wrong. They'll use anything in their power to deceive you into thinking that you are wrong and they are right. So how do you spot that? You just have to open your eyes. Especially the guys out there that are like, hey, you know what? I wanna send this chick $5,000 to help her out. I want to send this chick all this shit to help her out because I feel bads for her. Oh, look, this person's down. Let's send them a whole bunch of money and help them out. Do your fucking homework, guys. How did they get in that position? Number 1, ask yourself that. That's the first question you need to ask yourself. How did this person get in this position? There was a couple that was living out of their car that I felt absolutely horrible for. I felt absolutely horrible. I had sent them money a couple of times through super chats, even though they told their audience, do not send super chats, send it through PayPal. And that was the craziest thing I'd ever heard. I was like, how do you tell your audience not to send you a super chat, that you don't want a super chat? You want them to send it to PayPal. How does that work? Well, we gotta wait. We gotta wait to get the money. So send it through PayPal and we'll get it right away. We'll get it right now. And I'm like, number 1, I'm never gonna do that. Number 2, this is starting to feel fishy. And they got in this big car wreck. And basically they were living out of their car. So I felt really bad. I was like, shit, I feel bad. And I sent him like $200. And a lot of people sent them money. Because they felt bad. They knew them. They were part of the community. They knew them. And they sent them money. And they sent them a whole lot of money. And less than a year later, they were out of money. They couldn't they couldn't keep themselves in a hotel room. They had moved around to a different place. And we're having all these fucking problems. But they're the ones who put themselves in that position. They were doing drugs. They were lying to the community. They were, oh, please help us. It's urgent. We really need help. Yada, yada, yada. They had not learned in over a year not to live the way they were living. And it was because everybody kept sending them money. I want to tell you something. When people bail you out over and over and over again, you don't learn anything. You don't. When people bail you out again and again and again, instead of going, oh my God, thank you, I'm going to change. I am going to figure this out, and I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen again. People are more likely to get used to that and go, well, they'll be there when I need it. They'll be there the next time. They'll be there when I run my ass into the ground again. They'll be there to pull me out again and again and again. So what are you paying for? You're paying for their inability to handle their lives. You're paying for them to continue to beg. Instead of teaching them to fish, you've taught them to put their hand out and expect that you'll be there when that happens again. Monkey Jeeves with a $2 super chat. Don't you want a Penta? Is that a request? Want a Penta? Don't you want a Penta? Mexican Iron Man wants a Penta. Want a Penta? Don't you want a Penta? Mexican Iron Man wants a Penta. Want a Penta? Don't you want a Penta? That's right. That's right. Island Mexican Iron Man wants a Penta. So you have to learn. You have to learn that you're the one responsible for picking yourself up by your boots. You've got to learn that. Nobody else can learn that for you. And that crazy bitch, Ascasio, whatever her name is.
What is this bootstraps? There is no bootstraps.
Boots don't have straps. Yes, they fucking do, you dumb bitch. And yes, you can pick yourself up by your bootstraps and get your fucking house in order. That is what you do. That is how you handle things. You pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you get your fucking house in order. You can get out of the situation you're in. You don't need somebody else to do it for you. You can get yourself out. Is it great to have help there? Yes, it is. When you need it, yes. But I'm not talking about people that need it. I'm talking about people that want to go on fucking vacation. Snowed Up, Mexican Iron Man, and Nico Glock bailed me out of a really bad situation, and I am forever grateful for it. And Snowed Up knows. He was in a horrible situation. A disastrous fucking situation. And his brothers were there for him. And I guarantee you, he didn't go out and he didn't do the same dumbass shit over again and go, hey guys, I need help again. Hey guys, I did the same thing. I'm in the same trouble again. Help me out. I guarantee you he didn't do that. Speaker for the Dead with a 1999 super chat, just lurking this morning, but wanted to say my advice to people is, if you want money, go get a damn job. Do something of value. Don't expect to live off of other people. And it's that simple. It's that simple. Instead, you've got e-begging, you've got people scamming people, you got fucking grifters lying to people, making shit up so they don't look bad, so they can get money from the community. It's fucking lazy and stupid, and I hope they get everything that is coming to them. Psychodorf 9 with $5 super chat. Loki, when we are F2F, ask me about the Packers. Very relevant here. I will. I'll ask you in Arlington next week, brother. I will ask you in Arlington. Saj Melody, bootstraps may have led me to a city I dislike, but it sure beats eating once every 3 days. Damn straight. You have to learn. You have to learn. You know what? If you put yourself in a position, if you stick your head in the lion's mouth, if you stick your Johnson in a bear trap, you have to learn from that situation. If that situation did not teach you anything, then there is no helping you. Until it does. Until the motherfucker wakes up and realizes the shit they've been shoveling, There's nothing you can do to help them. There's absolutely nothing you can do to help them if they haven't smelled what they're shoveling. Darth Arlena, be truthful and don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just be honest. Hey, I want to go on vacation. Who wants to help me pay for it? I'm sure there's a fucking simp out there that's going to pay for your fucking vacation. I'm sure there would be. That'd be a lot better than, hey, I'm going to lose everything if I don't have this money and then going on vacation 6 months later. Give the fucking money back. Give part of the money back. If you have enough money to go on vacation, you have enough money to pay back the people that gave you their hard-earned dollars when you were in trouble. If you can go on vacation 6 months after you got a shitload of cash, you can give them their money back instead and feel better. That's what you do. Right there. The difference. I didn't ask for help. My brothers offered because they could help. Right there. Right there. And you pay it forward. And I know Snow. If he hasn't already, that's exactly what he's going to do, is pay it forward. Not me, Sham. It's the people I hang around. Kindness is never a weakness. It's the sign of a genuine heart. Just don't be stupid about it. If you're looking at helping, have some eyes and have some ears. Don't just pull your wallet out first thing. Be smart. Look at history. Go back on their Twitter. Go look at their YouTube channel. If they're asking every other week for money, there's a problem. There is a problem. And they don't see it. They don't see it. They think that asking like this is absolutely normal. Give me money, give me money. They think it's normal. They think it's what everybody does. 1 year ago, this month, some awfully nasty people that I was just talking about went after Mexican Iron Man. They know who they are. Some of the people in the community know who they are. They sent Mexican Iron Man a bill, because he said, hey, if I have some money at the end of the month, I'll try and send some over and help you out. I mean, that's a really stand-up thing to do. To be like, hey, you know what? I understand you guys are in trouble. Towards the end of the month, if I have the money, I'll send it to you. We were in fucking Dallas. We were in Arlington at the convention last year that we're going to this year. And those fucking cocksuckers sent him a bill. They sent him a bill, an invoice on PayPal. You owe us this amount of money. You owe us this amount of money. They sent him a fucking invoice on PayPal. I am not the type of person that would ever cancel anyone. I fucking hate cancel culture. I absolutely positively hate cancel culture. When I found out what these fucks had did to him, because I had already been like, no, I don't want anything to do with them because they just keep begging and they just keep asking and they just keep, oh, we're in this trouble. Oh, we're in that trouble. Get yourself out of trouble. You have the ability to get your fucking self out of trouble. Stop begging to this community when you've had 2 years to get yourself out of trouble. And they had 2 years to get themselves out of trouble. And it was always the exact same thing. We're running low on money. We don't have money to eat. We barely have enough money to stay in this hotel we're staying in. And I was just like, you know what? And so what did they do? What did they fucking do? What did these fucks do? They made a video. They put a video out live. And if I'd have been home, I'd still have this video because I would have copied it right then and there and I would have had it. And I hate that I don't have it. I really do, because I wish I had it. That way, word for word, I could tell you what these sorry ass motherfuckers said about Mike. What these sorry ass pieces of shit went on a live stream and said about Mexican Iron Man. I wish I had it. I wish I had it and I could give you a transcript of exactly what these sorry fucks said about Mike. And I don't. I wish I did. They ran their mouths. They talked shit. They said he was no good. He was a liar. I saw the PayPal. I saw the PayPal receipts, not only of the invoices, but the money he had sent them before. Because he showed me. And he was sitting there, confused. He was sitting there on the couch, confused. And he asked me, should I just send him the money? And I said, fuck no, you're not going to send him the money. But Loki, really, it's not that big of a deal. It's only, and I said, I don't care how much it is. I don't care how much money you told him you were going to send him. I don't care if it's $1 You're never sending those ungrateful fucks another penny ever again. And he said, but Loki, I don't want the trouble, and I don't need people talking bad about me behind my back. And I said, Mike, I fucking love you. You're my brother, and I fucking love you. And these people, these sick fucks, have taken advantage of your generosity and your fucking kindness. This is principle. This is about principle. These fucking fucks ran their mouth on a fucking live stream about you like you're a piece of shit who promised them the world and then didn't pay up. I said, I've seen the receipts. I've seen the receipts. Fuck these two fucks. Fuck these two fucks. They don't deserve one penny. One fucking penny. They have latched on to this community and they have sucked it fucking dry for over 2 years with their bullshit. This goes beyond a car accident. This goes beyond living in your fucking car. This goes beyond that. They have had time and money to fix the fucking errors they have made, and they haven't done it. They haven't done it. So fuck that. You don't pay him a goddamn dime. Bikini Draws with the $10 super chat. If you're dropping that much money on a girl on, off, or Twitch just for pics or a mention, you need to learn that you can bag yourself a girl who looks just as good and you'll get more out of it. A lot of girls nowadays want a guy that can take care of them. That's what they want. They want a guy who can take care of them financially. They want a guy who can take care of them emotionally. And they want a guy that can take care of them in the bedroom. If they can get all three, if you can provide all three, you're pretty much guaranteed it's going to happen. If you can only provide two of those things, if you're lousy in bed, there are some girls that will accept that and take your lousy in bed just because you emotionally and financially support them. Some chicks only care about the money. And the chicks we have talked about on here, that's all they give a fuck about is the money. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else. All they care about is the money you give them. Thank you so much, Makini, for that $10 super chat. Snowdub, preach, Loki. Skull and fucking tuck and roll. Damn straight, brother. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And Makini and Snow, this one's just for you guys. Skull! And right here, I couldn't have said it better myself. Neither one of them made any effort to improve themselves. They just sat on their fat, stoned asses with their self-entitled hands out, expecting money. Honestly thinking they deserved it. Honestly thinking that they deserve it. Ruben Christopher Haynes, 1 of 3. On these this summer, I'm losing my ability to use my muscles. I had no one in the fellowship to just go on disability, but I want to work. So I lost everything and needed to fight back. I was embolized. I was embolized, laid off, and homeless, yet the fellowship helped. I'm now working, yet getting weaker, but will still be seeing the doctor, and I'm ready to see what is next. Regardless, I'm going to pay back everyone who helped. I still am in a hole, but I am never giving up, and I will be supporting all creators who are making a difference. Skull, Mike is my bro. When I started this channel, I had nothing. No, I'll take that back. I had a roof over my head. That's what I had. Everything else was going down the drain. Part of it was my fault. I will completely admit that. Part of it was my fault. The other part was being in a crazy, horrible fucking relationship with someone I should have booted the first time something nasty happened. I should have gotten out of it right then and there. Because all that did was bring me down to that person's level. That's what they wanted. That's what they desired, was to see me down at their level. You're no better than me. This is where you're at. And this is where you're going to stay. And it wasn't until I realized I have got to get the fuck out of all this bullshit that things changed. I had to change things. I had to get myself out of that. It wasn't up to you guys. It wasn't up to you. I didn't have my hand out. In fact, I barely ever spoke of it. There's a couple of people that knew what was going on. My mods knew and Mike knew. That was about it. I've talked about it a little bit after the fact, but no one knew. No one knew what I was going through. I didn't come out here and I didn't make a big scene and I didn't make a big show and I didn't do all the things that maybe I should have. Maybe I would have had it easier if I'd have done that, but I didn't. I busted my ass, I worked my ass off, and I made something out of nothing. And that's what I did. Ruben, you're kicking ass and you're taking names. Why? Because you were trying to improve your life. And even if it doesn't work 100% of the time, it's still something because you're trying. You're trying to hold yourself up and you're trying to take care of the things you need to take care of. You're not sitting there on your ass with your hand out. Which is too much of what goes on now today. DJ Ronnie G with a $5 super chat. Well, Mexican Iron Man is part of the Mexican Industrial Complex, MX. And despite that, no hard-working man soul be subjected to blackmail. Yes. I agree. Should be subjected to blackmail. That's right. And it wasn't even that. It was just, you said you would send us money and you haven't sent it to us when we wanted it. He wanted to wait to see how much money he had left after the convention to decide what to send them. But they wanted it right then and right there. It wasn't the end of the month yet. It was the 22nd because it was the night after the convention. So it was the 22nd of October. That's not the end of the month. That is, you want the money now and you're scrambling to get it now. I saw the message he sent them. I saw it. At the end of the month, I will know whether I can help you out or not. And that's all he said. And that was enough for them to demand a fucking invoice. Send an invoice and demand money. I love my brother. And fuck anybody who tries to take advantage of him. Fuck anybody who tries to take advantage of any of us. You want the I will strike thee down with great vengeance and furious anger. That's where it's going to come. Seeing my friends, my family, my fellowship get taken advantage of. Can you imagine being a pathetic simp for some British thought that uses people and your communities? It's sad how some people have no self-respect. Isn't it sad how some people have absolutely no self-respect? If you found out that someone in your community lied to people, lied to you, lied to your friends so that they could have a vacation, what would you do? If they used you to spread the word that they were going to lose everything unless they got help, and then they went on vacation 6 months later, what would you do? Would you tell anybody that you got taken advantage of? Would you tell anybody that this person took advantage of the community? They went on vacation. It's considered wire fraud, so it's not legal. They used funds they got from a GoFundMe charity to go on vacation. That's illegal. It's wire fraud. Whether it's in the US, whether it's in the UK, whether it's in Canada, no matter where it is. What do you do? I know what I would do. I would never, ever want anything to do with that person again. And I would come on my YouTube channel on a Wednesday and I would talk about the nasty, dirty, underhanded shit they did and they pulled. And hope people took a little closer look at where their money is going when they give it away. Helping people is great. Helping people is a good thing. It's something we all should do. Reaching your hand out and paying it forward, because I know at some point and at some time, someone's been there for you. Mike was there for me. Mike is my brother. He was there for me. I would do anything I could to help Mike. Anything at all. If it wasn't for Mike, I wouldn't be here right now. Plain and simple. Anything he needs, I'm there. I have done everything I can to pay that forward. I have worked with charities. I have helped people that have had catastrophes in their life. We've run multiple GoFundMes, even though I do not use GoFundMe anymore because of the shit they pulled. Because of the shit they pulled, I won't use them. I'll use somebody else. Giant sacks of shit. That's right. That's right. So do we stop giving? Is that what we do, Six? Do we stop giving? Or do we just be a little bit more careful about who we're giving to? All it takes is 10 minutes to do a little research. That's all it takes. Go back in someone's Twitter profile and look at their history. Look and see when they were asking for money, and then look and see what they did with it. That's all it takes. And right now, I guarantee you, if any of those fucks are listening, they're going back and they're deleting shit on their Twitter profile. Good luck. Good luck to you. Guys, thank you so much for being here. You are the very best chat each and every morning. I could not do this without you guys. You all keep the fires of Valhalla burning bright. Being in chat, sending in your messages each morning, being here, talking with all of us. Thank you so very much for being here. Be safe. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We will be back tonight with the Comic Book Roundtable. Until then, have a great one, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.